This video chart presentation of Diana Containerships Inc. It's a NASDAQ-listed stock trading under ticker DCIX. Taking a look at a bottom play here. Stock's dropped off, lost a lot of its value over the last month and a half, but making a small climb now off a bottom, coming up on a little resistance spot, just from where it peaked out, but maybe even more importantly, trying to push back through this purple line, the 20-day moving average, to try and move to the upper half of the Bollinger Band. There's still a nice upside, any more static resistance up around $5. We're seeing a shift in the MACD, finally stopping this downward trend it was on as the stock price was falling, making a little bit of a climb now. Of course, we ultimately want to see it through zero to go back into a little bit more of a bullish mode, but the upward climb over the last couple weeks is signaling that there's a slight shift in trend going on. And that actually kind of goes along with the slow stow, which is rising as well. It's a gauge of momentum. You really want to see it above 50 to show that there's bullish momentum being sustained in the play. But again, this is a baby step off a bottom, so it's an optimistic sign that it's trending upward. That's the same sort of thing that's going on with the money flow. Again, right near that 50 point, it's showing that people are starting to pay higher prices for the stock by climbing back towards 50. And that's one of the reasons we want to look at this, because the chart's really at kind of a critical point. These indicators are right near that benchmark for breaking into bullishness. So we want to pay attention to them and see if they're indeed going to make that move. Similar type of thing going on with the RSI. It's probably the most commonly used gauge of momentum. Again, ever since it broke back down through 50, right through this area, that's when you see the bullish momentum that was helping the stock price rise. Just came falling out of the play, and of course the stock price dropped along with it. But now again, a little bit of an upward trend, registering basically 41. Want to see if that upward path is going to continue, and if the bulls are going to take control of the momentum. Now from a support and resistance standpoint, I put a bottom support, of course, down here at the low, right near $4. I'd have mine a little bit closer, right through that area, around $4.40. It set itself up as a little bit of a resistance point on the bounce off the bottom. It's been holding this support for the last few days, so I want to see if that's going to hold, if this is going to put together a stronger candle, something along these lines, to break through that 20-day moving average, move to the upper half of the Bollinger Bands, and push through that little bit of resistance from those recent highs. I wouldn't expect that resistance to be that strong. It depends how it reacts to it in these coming days. I'd expect a much stronger resistance up there at $5. See, historically over the last few months, that was a strong support point. When it fell through it, it tried to come back up and test it. Couldn't break through it. So I'd expect $5 to be a pretty tough spot. That's more than 10% upside from Wednesday's closing price of $4.50. Volume somewhat thin in this play, about 200,000 shares traded. That's not terrible liquidity, but I'd certainly like to see volume pick back up into these levels, where it's up more near 700,000, maybe even 1 million shares traded in a day, because that's what it's going to take to try and make these indicators of trend and momentum really push with some strength into bullish conditions. So those are the type of things that I'd be looking for in the DCIX chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant. Strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpenny.stocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure, and do not base any investment decisions on any material found on the website and/or its video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching. Trade smart.